OMG, everybody. If it has not been a while, it has been a while. Hi, it is Allie Talks. I want to say hi. Oh my gosh, it has really been so long for us. A lot has been going on, but things are looking a little bit better now. Things are slowing down, so I'm hoping that now I'll be able to start doing my weekly post again. And this time, when I get started, my goal is not to have any more long breaks in between. That is my goal. So cross your fingers for me. Today's topic, real quick, is going to be about sign language, or at least another foreign language, in regards to our children, that carry that extra chromosome, aka also known as Down syndrome. Ladies and gents, if you have a child with Down syndrome, I know that because of the children that we have so many challenges based on our child's level, academically, or I guess one could say intellectually, and also if they're physically delayed, meaning they have any type of physical ailments or even medical problems. And so, because our children are so diverse in our communities, all of us are facing different levels of challenges. But with that being said, the more that we can arm them with, the more independent they can be. And hopefully by the time, they are of age, or, even if it's in their early, late, mid-20s, they can be independent in some shape or form. I mean, like you all, if you remember any of my past videos, for me, it's me having basically my son to be independent when he's 18. I want him out the house. I want him out the house, in a dorm room somewhere. But one of the key things is that I know that I am going back and forth with sign language and another foreign language. Me, myself, I took 4 years of French, can't speak a lick of it. My son, I strongly feel he needs to learn Spanish, only because, first of all, it is his ancestry, and so he needs to learn Spanish. And on the second token, I like Spanish, and I might be able to teach it to him more successfully than if I go back to French. My daughter, or at least his big sister, is actually taking sign language in school. And so that's something that I know that realistically most parents who have Down syndrome tend to teach their children is sign language, also because they are developmentally delayed, and so therefore a lot of times they have problems with communicating, due to the fact that because they're delayed, sometimes their speech is delayed, sometimes them even being able to start talking is delayed. And so to cut down on the frustration and being able to communicate with your child, you will have many parents that teach their children sign language, and it does tend to be the easier of all the foreign languages. I'm swaying myself towards Spanish, or at least some form of foreign language, because I also know that studies have found that if you do this in children with Down syndrome, it does improve their cognitive skills, because remember, you're now working another part of the brain that usually, especially in our culture, is not exercised, even amongst us that are typical, because we're one of the few countries in the world where majority of the population only speaks one language, which that's another topic for another time, and so I'm not going to get on that tangent because that bothers me. But I think I'm going to move towards Spanish. Of course, it's going to be, for me, it's going to be slow and progressive. I am doing right now, I just bought my son some flashcards. And so I'm going to start with the basic flashcards. Of course, I needed them anyway because, I've been working with him on the A, B's, and C's, and now I'm going to have to start really digging into him and do it a little bit more. I was doing it with a Dr. Seuss book, but he kind of just takes the books from me, flings it around, or he goes through it himself. And so I'm thinking maybe if I try the flashcards, I will be able to better keep him a little bit more focused than with the books. Even though he likes the books, he likes to play with the books versus if I have control of actual the cards. And so I'm going to try that. I bought 2 sets. One, the regular cards that you all are probably accustomed to. And then another one is like a travel kind, but it was bilingual. And so I'm hoping, when I was going through Amazon.com, it didn't say which languages, which if it's French, cool. Because the lady who was keeping him with child care, she was actually working with the children with French. And so I thought that was pretty cool too. So realistically, I probably could start really teaching my son French if I really want to. Right now I'm just literally gonna give myself a week to decide if it's gonna be Spanish or if it's gonna be French, because I know that once I start I can't stop, and I'm gonna have to find time. And I know that's why a lot of times as parents, especially parents with special needs, we pick and choose our battles on what we're gonna do, because life is hectic. We not only have our children with special needs, but we also have our own life. We have our children, we have our jobs, and and so many other things that come along with being an adult. But I am going to say to my special needs parents, especially my Down syndrome parents, consider a foreign language. And it's a good learning experience for us too. As older, we get older, our brains get slower. They get sluggish. And again, studies have proven, if you want to try and deter Alzheimer's, and dementia, one of the best things that you can do, if not brain teasers, is a foreign language. So it could be a learning experience for you and your child, and of course something to bond you with your child. It's just something else to bond you and keep you closer and have fun with. With him, I'm going to start with 5 to 10 minute increments, because I gotta get him, kind of, I hate to use the word trained, but I guess I gotta start trying to train him, in regards to patience, with learning, and sitting still and looking at cards and flashcards, and of course paying attention to me and learning the language. And then I'm hoping to increase it to 15 to 30 minute increments. Right now, like I said, gotta go slow. He's 2.5. He's delayed. My baby still gets mistaken for being a 1-year-old. I'm like, no, he's almost 3. And so, because our children with Down syndrome are little people. And so, yeah, I'm thinking Spanish. Hey, what's up? He's Nicaraguan. Why not? Shit. Oops, excuse me. Shoot. I don't cuss. I apologize. But, all right, ladies and gents, that's enough of Allie Talks. I will see you next week for another enlightening topic. And hopefully I won't go on any random tangents. All right, everybody, take care. Hey, feel free to please comment, give into the discussion. This is supposed to be a progressive parent blog, video blog. I swear, I promise you, I will be back next week. I am coming. I've gotten my second win. We're going to do this, ladies and gents. Parents with DS, parents who do not have DS and who just want to know more about us as people, parents with children with special needs. Please feel free, give suggestions. Maybe there's something that we don't see or that we can do, in regards to education, living skills, eating, swimming, I don't know. But please come back. Please get into the dialogue, converse, talk with me or with each other. All right, ladies and gents, Allie Talks. See you later. Peace.